We'll see if anybody comes in. No guarantees that anybody will come in. We will see. One person in here. Who's in here? Say hello. Please say hello. Area 51, how are you? Jose, Tanisha, 3 people in here. Hit the thumbs up so people know about the live stream. Please hit the thumbs up. That's good. Mr. J, how are you doing? How is the weather where everybody's at? It's not bad here. It could be warmer, but you know how that goes. Let me go over here for a second. I got to take care of a few things right here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. It's chilly, but I love it. But you love it. Yeah, I kind of look forward to winter for a short period of time, but not too long. The change of the seasons would get me, though, because, like, this time of year, I suffer a lot of pain with my back as a spinal bifida, and in the spring again. But once the seasons completely change, I'm good. It's not terribly hot here. It's kind of not terribly, cold. I mean, it's chilly, but it's probably going to get chillier, but it's all good. Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on 1 minute. I got to do something. That's in there. And I need to do that. So, what's everybody been up to lately, huh? I'm doing good, Justin. I'm not doing too bad. I'm not going to complain. I've a little bit dry throat today, but that's because yesterday we were out. Not yesterday, but Sunday we were out, and it was so windy and dusty. It was affecting me big time. But other than that, I'm not doing bad. Gary, how are you? I need to talk to you later, Gary. I got a question for you, but I'm not going to ask you on here because it's something between you and I want to talk to you about real quick. Nothing bad. It's a question about geckos, of course. But, I love that new site you got going too, Gary. That's pretty cool stuff. I like it. You guys, everybody should enjoy, join that group or something. It's great stuff. 3 locks last month. On what? What all locked for you? Matt, tell us what all locked. Tanisha, I have to admit that it this time of year when it gets colder out and stuff, it gets boring. Plus, with COVID, makes it that much worse. And it's just, they said it's really testing people. What is COVID? Well, that's funny. So yeah, you need to just be vigilant and hang in there. Hopefully by next year, this time they have a vaccine for whatever it is that's going around, and we can all go out and do things again. Yeah, it is usually you don't get, but you're up in the mountains, all right. You're higher up in the elevations, right, Justin? So I would assume that it can get chilly there, and I don't know how much snow do you get a year. Do you get like we get? Because I'm not. You're up in the mountains. Colorado gets a lot of snow, doesn't it, Tanisha? I don't know about Gary. Where how much do you get a lot of snow where you're at? Oh, he won't even come around you, Tanisha? Oh, yeah, that's it. A couple years back, we had 202 inches here. So for the season, that tells you. Oh yeah, you get less than a foot. Green Bay's right on the Great Lakes. So of course they can get that. What is it? Lake effect snow? Is that what they call that? Lake effect snow, where the wind blows the lake up into the atmosphere, and then well, not the lake, but mist up in the atmosphere, and then it snows down. I got a band-aid, my finger. It's a crisp band-aid because that's all I could find in the house was Christmas band-aids. So, anybody expecting anything new late? Anything like anything exciting happening? Why don't he come over more? He should come over to your place, don't you think, Tanisha? Or no? Herping disease? Uh, you don't mean like herpes disease, right? Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, Gary. That's funny stuff right there. Yeah. I was watching oh, what's his name? He's the head of the Science Museum in New York City. Oh man, I'm not good with a name right now. Why not? It is kind of common amongst people with snakes. Yeah, stays in Vegas except for the herpes and crap that comes back with you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what is his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, I watched him do a video today, and he was talking about if aliens attack the world, the human race would come together and fight them with everything we have to defeat them to keep the human race going. But COVID is like an alien. It only cares that you're human and it wants to kill you. And we're not coming together like a human race to defeat it. So I don't know what to say. Good question, Tanisha. You need to ask him that. You need to say to him, like, you need to come over here more. Put your foot down, Tanisha. No joke. I didn't know it attacked dogs. I thought it attacked cats. Well, see, there's different types of COVID too. The COVID that we have, cats can get it. Can dogs get it too? J Dog, how are you? I know they have a vaccine for the ones for cattle. My uncle's got a big ranch out here, and the farm next to him had 60 head of cattle die because of COVID, but it was the bovine COVID, and they have to vaccinate them all now. You can talk about anything you want on here, J Dog. It's good. Oh, of course, it has been around for a very long time. Very many different strains. It's just been around. Large Marge. Hey, Large Marge, have you seen PB Herman lately? Oh, you have a pet alien in your backyard. Yeah. Yeah, but how do you know they're not worst accent you ever saw? Yeah, that's funny. Um yes, Justin, but there's one problem. What if all the germs that we have here were put here by them because they're already immune to them, trying to make us a weaker group? Eileen, how are you? Do you get that a lot, Large Marge? If you go by this name on YouTube and go into live streams, do you get that a lot? I did. Get check out your question above there. Did you? Every chat, yes. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not going to complain any. Did you get my answer, Justin? But you would think if I'm going to tell you something, Justin. Here's something that um you need to think about. Okay, my daughter bought 2 tree frogs. That's awesome. You can drop the link. Yes, go ahead. Here's what I was going to say, Justin. If aliens have the technology to travel millions and millions of light years across space just to get here, okay, and they're able to invade us, that means they're way more advanced than us because we can't even make it to Mars, okay? So that means they're probably 1,000 years or even more than that. If they invaded and they did land here, I am sure they have the technology and the medical ability to analyze anything that they come in contact with and find a cure for it instantly and vaccinate themselves and just continue on, you know? Yeah, that's a good thing because not for her safety more, but amphibians absorb a lot of stuff through their skin. And if you have lotion or soaps or anything on your skin and you touch a frog or an amphibian, it gets into their system pretty easy. I hope she enjoys it. What kind of frogs did she get? Oh, tree frogs. That's what you said right there. Yeah. Yep. 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 What kind of tree frogs are they? Possibly, but Martians. Oh, so you believe that our planet was invaded by Martians at one time, huh? Oh, don't be sorry for nothing. You don't ever have to be sorry for nothing. But yeah, that's pretty cool that she's into frogs like that. I like them. I used to have Pac-Man frogs. I need to get more. They're pretty cool stuff. Uh, I know they're not tree frogs or nothing, but like the dart frogs are pretty cool. I like all that stuff. I'm addicted to reptiles and amphibians and stuff, so it uh, it can get overwhelming. Yeah, but okay. Here's another thing, Justin. Martians coming here is not that advanced because it's only like a little further than the moon, and we're almost to the point to where we can go to Mars ourselves. So, and we still can't cure stuff. So, oh, she feeds them night crawlers. That's pretty cool. That is cool. So, what you believe? Do you believe that, Justin? Do you believe that they came here, started terraforming our Earth, left, came back, and then succumbed to like germs and stuff that started to grow here, like bacterias and stuff? Crickets too, huh? Yeah, that's cool. At least they're, and as long as they thrive, you're doing good. Yeah, well, it wasn't advanced enough. If that's the truth, and they were able to get here and then go back again, that's we can go to the moon and back, and I think we're within the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years, we're gonna go to Mars and back. But that's about the extent of our advancement. But if they started terraforming and succumb to that, yeah, living germs. Yes. I didn't see a documentary about it. I'd have to check that out. Rose, how you doing? We could go back to the Mars if they wanted to spend money. I mean, going back to the moon if they wanted to spend money on the moon. Now, I don't know how much you believe in that ability that I believe in that theory that there's aliens on the moon and they told us not to come back. I don't know if you guys believe that or not. I do not. Yes, all our waters has came from comets and meteors and things like that. So I'm going to assume that a lot of germs come from comets and stuff like that. That's one of our big fears is that a germ or something's going to hijack on a meteor, make it through the atmosphere somehow. Like if it gets into the center of the rock and doesn't get into the meteor or something, doesn't get burned up in the atmosphere, lands on Earth and then starts spreading some kind of rare disease. It's it's something to think about. Let me see what this is. Hmm. We should. I think they have the moon and set up base so they can have a jumping point. Because first off, to go from the moon to Mars takes less energy than it does to go from Earth to Mars because they don't have to go through the atmosphere and less gravity, easier for it to take off, stuff like that. Oh, I know bacteria's life. So do I, Justin. I enjoy these a lot. Did, did it really? Do you know what the name of the documentary is so I can go look it up and what channel you saw it on? I find stuff like that fascinating. That's cool. Rose, we'll have to check it out. You'll have to send some pictures or do video. I think you did do a video, didn't you? I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I think I seen one up today. Or was it yesterday? I haven't been on much. Yes, that's a possibility because it's like I said, it's easier to take off from there. Plus, Oh, Ancient Astronauts. Very good. I'll have to check that out. Plus, let me write that down. Um, plus, they got frozen lakes up there under, I think they found it on Mars, and I think they found some ice on the moon, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but it's um Netflix. Um, it hydrogen, and they can use it for fuel. It's easier, and they could do the same thing when they get to Mars to come back. That's awesome, Rose. Who will be unmasked tomorrow? It's either going to be the Owls, because I think they're going to run into trouble. Unless, of course, tomorrow they do Group C. If they start doing Group C, then who knows? But if they did it like they did the last one, they did Group A and B until they whittled it down to just a few, and then they did Group C, and then they put them together and went from there. Yes, that's true. But eventually we're going to go out to Mars, and I think that they're going to have to set like stations up between here and there for junction points. Like you'll go from here to there, and then you can do stuff, and then from there to there. So there'll be people all the way, and in that way, on the way back, you can have the same prop. If there's an emergency, you can get some of the closer people to go take care of them and come back. That's just my opinion how they should do it. I don't know if they've ever thought of that, like junction points. TJ's Pets. Very good. There's only one thing though, Justin, that I don't think I can't imagine that they've worked out yet. Um, okay, Rose, I'll have to check it out. Do tell. I will. The Van Allen belt. The Van Allen belt has so much radiation in it to go through the Van Allen belt. You almost need like a 9-foot thick lead wall to protect yourself from getting cancer and dying. Now, to jump from the moon, I believe to go to Mars, or you will have to travel through the Van Allen belt. And another thing, I don't think I know we've got sent probes and rovers and stuff like that to Mars, but with people on board, do you not think that there's a little more danger due to the fact that there is a huge asteroid belt around, between us and Mars that you have to navigate your way through? I don't know if they've thought of that or not. I just don't. But they may have. I don't know. I'm not an NASA scientist. I don't sit there or should I say, Elon Musk scientist, because he's the one that's going to be sending people. Space junk too. They monitor every piece of space junk in space, because if a piece of like a bolt flew and hit a satellite, it could destroy the satellite. We have so many satellites around the Earth that if they started to run into each other and crash, we would be trapped on Earth for thousands of years without being able to leave, due to the fact there's so much space junk out there. And we're almost there now, so they got to really be careful when they do it. Countries around the world are really pissed at China, because China shot a rocket up and took out one of their own satellites that they wanted to take down. And it blew that satellite into millions of little tiny little pieces that are flying around at 22,000 feet per second in space, which means that they can hit stuff and tear stuff and destroy stuff and stuff like that. The United States had a satellite that they wanted to take down, and alls we did was shot a rocket up to hit it, and we hit the fuel tank, which knocked it out of orbit, which brought it down to Earth, and it crashed into Earth. That's true. That is true. That is very true. TJ, very, very true. But yeah, even a piece of sand that, they're the spacesuits that they walk in space with are bulletproof to a point because it has to be able to stop. I think a 22 caliber round is what it has to be able to stop because that's how fast even like the smallest stuff travels. So dangerous stuff, dangerous, dangerous stuff. The space shuttle hit 17,000 miles per hour before getting into space. I don't know if it went that fast, Justin. You might have to fact check that. I think it only went to like 200 and some miles an hour to get out of the atmosphere. And then once it got into space, they travel because of this. They're in outer space. It travels at like 22,000 miles an hour or something. I don't know the exact speed. I hate to say this. That's China for you. Yeah, of course it's China. That's the stuff they do. Oh, I didn't even know you went anywhere, Gary. Didn't even know you went anywhere. If you got hit with a gamma radiation burst, it could take out the Earth if it was a direct hit on Earth. Supernova spins. If you had a supernova go off, you wouldn't even know at the moment until it was headed this way. And once it hit, you could be in trouble. Because it travels at the speed of light, and there's nothing faster than the speed of light. You think that light slows down going through a thick piece of glass, but it actually doesn't. What it does is when light goes through a thick piece of glass or a thick piece of plexiglass and it's going through, there's molecules in there and it's bouncing off the molecules instead of going straight through. It'll bounce back and forth until it gets through, and then it picks up its speed again, but it never slowed down. It was always traveling in between the glass molecules at the same speed. It just appeared to slow down, and it really doesn't. It's just so I don't know. I have a bunch of useless knowledge. I don't know what I have all this useless knowledge for, but it's kind of, you know, they should go up there and start gathering up all the space junk, don't you think? Wouldn't that be interesting? Yeah, in low space orbit. Yes, that's what I said. But your question, what you set up here to me, I took it. I could have took it wrong. I took it as it was traveling that fast to get into space. But once it's in low space orbit, it'll hit that speed, which is a different. You said it hit speeds of 17,000 miles an hour before getting into space, and it hits that speed when it hits low orbit. Oh, huh. Yeah, and recycle it. You could take this gold. You know how much gold is in that stuff up there? A lot. Yeah, they need to recycle it all for sure. I have so many computer components and cell phone components and stuff that I would like to just sell, that somebody would like to refine the gold out of. And I don't know, I never checked into where to sell it to or who to sell it to, but I got a lot of it, like computer chips, computer boards, all kinds of stuff that I know that they can recycle. I think the price of gold now is higher than it's ever been. I already have it already. I got it. Is very dangerous. There's that guy who does a YouTube channel. I watch him all the time. He does it. He gets it. He'll buy it by like the pounds, and he does it for just a. Yeah, see, that's good. How much is silver right now, or Gary? Do you know how much silver is? Yeah. Jeez. An ounce, huh? I got this. I was gonna, I got some of these. I was gonna take one of these and put it through a press and make it long and make some rings because it's 1 ounce of silver. I got a few things that are silver. I got a few things that are gold too. I just wish silver would hit like $100, $200 an ounce. There was a guy who bought an abandoned house. Did I ever tell you this story? A guy bought an abandoned house, and I'm trying to think where it was at. Was it in like Ohio or something? And it was a row home, so it was like Cincinnati or something. And they went in and were cleaning it out because what he was going to do is he was going to fix it up and flip it. And he went upstairs and they found a suitcase, not a suitcase, but a trunk. And he opened up the trunk, and it had $400,000 worth of little bars like this in it of silver. Yeah, a couple months back, silver was like $10 or something, or $12 for an ounce. It was down there. Now it's up. So that's a good thing. And then I got this ring that I made. I made this ring out of silver. So Justin, people are hurting in and I know it's going to level out. Yep.
Well, the Titans are going to win this one. I can tell you that now.
The Titans are winning.
Well, it's 10-28.
Okay.
10 minutes left in the fourth.
Oh. Okay. There she is, everybody.
No, she's not. You're seeing things.
And there she goes. Oh, I did that because of the dog. I meant to fix it. Sorry.
No, people are seeing things. It's a figment of their imagination.
Is it?
A ghost. Yeah.
Justin said hello. The deal with the what? What do you mean? What I was going to ask you, Justin, is do you believe in like global warming and stuff? I don't know how much man's playing a part in it. I think global warming is happening. I don't know how much man is actually playing a part in it. But I do believe that we need to clean up our environment. I really do. Plastic is an absolute disaster. But I still use it. Almost everything is plastic in it. Yes, it has happened many times in the past. It was hotter during the end of the one of them ages, like Cretaceous age or something like that, than it is now. So the shortage of coins is because one, people are not the hoarding change, and two, because of the coronavirus, I believe the mints are running on like skeleton crews, and they're not producing as much as they would before. And Becky knows more about the change shortage than I do. When she comes out, we'll ask her, because she did this whole thing on didn't do something on it, but read up on it. Okay, I agree with you, Gary. That's the way it should be. I know during the 1700s, 1600s, or 1500s, something like that, 1500s, there was a mini ice age, but I think climate shift is definitely a better term, and I think that we are going to go into a much warmer period of time, and then, of course, it will slowly revert back. It depends on where we're at in the solar system, I think. The Milky Way, and not the Milky Way, but our solar system, where it's at in our Milky Way. Hey, hon, somebody asked me, and I know you know more than this than I do. What is with the change shortage? Why is there a change shortage right now?
There isn't one.
No, but what was the deal with it, though? Why were they trying to say?
Because people were hoarding money.
Okay. That's there. I knew it had something to do with hoarding money. I didn't know.
People were hoarding money because they were afraid that the economy was going to freaking tank. The money value was going to drop, and they wanted to keep as much of it they can. There is not a fucking change shortage. People say there's a change shortage is because their freaking employer is too lazy to go to the bank to get change.
Well, that was your excuse.
No, I was told that by my bank.
Oh.
Remember that time I took all that change in and I had like $90?
They were happy. They were like, thank you.
The lady goes, thanks for bringing your change in. I said, well, I hear there's a change shortage. And they all laughed at me. They're like, no, people are just being lazy and hoarding money. I was told that by my bank.
Yeah, there you go. But if you're going to buy silver, definitely wait until the price comes down. You know, you can buy silver when it's down to $13, buy a bunch of it, and then it'll go out.
This one low.
Sure. It's kind of warm, yeah. They said thank you.
Or did they just want me to hear me go off on something stupid?
No, they were serious. They were asking.
We never had an issue at work.
I didn't think you did.
This whole thing.
Oh, and
if we started running low at work, we call the boss, and he either had it at home in a safe or it was in his office in the safe. We had it.
Here's a question for you.
What? I want to go to bed.
What about the toilet paper shortage, Lysol shortage, and paper towel shortage?
That's because people are hoarding them. The friggin' thing. Didn't you hear everyone? Charmin, all these toilet paper companies says we don't have a shortage. Their issue is getting it from point A to point B
without it getting hijacked.
So from getting it from the manufacturer to the warehouses for distributing and getting it out in time. There was never no damn shortages because all these people are afraid they're going to be stuck in their house without anything to wipe their damn asses with.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we didn't have an issue getting toilet paper.
Nope, never did.
Every time I went to the store to get toilet paper, did we not get toilet paper?
Oh, yeah, we never had an issue getting toilet paper. We had never had an issue getting nothing.
Okay,
doesn't help.
It
didn't help. It didn't help that you were in the parking lot with a gun telling people, "You want to load that in my car for me, please?" Sorry, I'll just play. Bitcoin, that's like $5,000 a coin.
Don't get me started because my medicine's starting to kick in, and I'm going to be loopy. Because I have so much my shoulder pain. I don't know what it is, so I took one of those. Aleve
PMs. I saw you get over
I only took one though.
I watched you take it. We were on live when you took it. You walked over.
Think I give a shit?
I was just letting you know.
What's that say?
They're laughing.
You laughing at me?
No.
I would come closer in frame, but unfortunately, I'm not wearing any pants. See, because here's my britches. Here's my britches. My britches.
Yeah, them dang hoarders are crazy. But Bitcoin's expensive. You know, if you would have bought $100 of Bitcoin when they first came out, you would have like $30 million right now.
I thought we love you too much
To laugh
to
at you,
laugh at you, Becky.
But then he laughs at the end. Did you notice?
He's not laughing at me. He's laughing at you.
Oh, that's yeah. I am serious. If you would have bought Bitcoin when they first came out, and all you had to do was buy $100 or $150 worth, like the first few months when it came out, you would have like $20 or $30 million right now if you would have kept it. Yep.
Don't run and wake me.
I won't. Do you still have it or did you sell it? Buffering. Let me know when we're done buffering.
Okay, Master. I'm sorry I didn't do the dishes. I didn't scrub the floor, but I did make the bed.
Well, you're going to get in it and mess it up now.
Hey, are you going back in the basement tonight?
Why? What would you like?
Because I'm glad you said something about toilet paper. We're almost out of toilet paper in the bathroom.
Oh, you want me to go into the stockpile you got down there?
Yeah, please, and bring some out.
Yes. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't lie to you. I own 60 Batcoin. Or do you mean Bitcoin? Batcoin? Is that like the coins with the bats on them? That's all right, Justin. Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. If you would have bought, yeah, it was something like $150 worth when they first came out. You'd be close to, you'd have it like million. It would be like you'd be a millionaire. They said something like that. So Batcoin is that like is it like Bitcoin? And how much do they go for? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to say, you don't have to say. I was just curious as to how much. Yeah, well, how many Bitcoin do you own? If you don't mind me asking. But you had to buy it when they first came out. And that's been like 20 something years ago. For 50 cents. Okay, so how much do you think they'll increase in value? Will it increase in value? Or do you think like Bitcoin has that corner market? And you know what the problem is with Bitcoin, right? You know why it goes up in value? Every so often, yes, hon. You want me to call Andrew and tell him? Oh, I gotta wait a minute. The deal with about a year ago. Yeah, see, that's if you would have bought it when they first came out. I think it's been like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, something like that. When they first came out, then you would have been a millionaire today. The reason Bitcoin keeps going up is because they'll take half of their Bitcoin and then they sell them. No, they destroy them. They destroy half the Bitcoin. So what happens is people cash them in all the time, and they'll take 50% of all the Bitcoins in the world and destroy them. Not physically destroy them because you can't, because they're electronic. They do what they call they destroy it so that they cut the amount of Bitcoin in half every so many years. 11 years ago. Okay. I couldn't remember how long ago it was. But yeah, So let's say there's 100 Bitcoin out there. Every year, they'll take 50 of those Bitcoin, cash them out, and then not have them no more. And then you only get 50%. So every year, the value goes up on them, and that's how they keep them going. And sooner or later, if they keep that up, there will be no more Bitcoin, but somebody somewhere will have billions and billions of dollars. So, how many Batcoin do you have, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, you don't have to tell nobody nothing. Yeah, see, I didn't know. I don't know what the number is. I just know every so often they get rid of a big chunk of them to keep the value up. It was a bad move. Yeah. Oh, you mind? David, my son, works for a company who has servers set up. And he sets these servers up, and all they do is mine for Bitcoin, mine them. So I know somebody who has a bunch of Bitcoin, and they went into the whole detail how it all works and how the value goes up and all that kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, but that's all these servers are the size of houses. That's how big these that's how many in one, like, just loaded. And that's what they do. Well, then I don't know what it is. I just know that he sets these up, and that's what them things do, or that's what the company set them up just to do. That's all they do, and he makes a ton of money. My son doing it, setting them up for him. Yeah, see, cards. The Shaggy singer. You think so? I'm not. Maybe I'll have to watch and see. I think the popcorn is Tina Turner, though. I really do. And I think I have it written down. I can't remember the two people's names that I think that the owls are. Yeah, well, whatever it is, I don't know. Whatever it is, that's what my son, and he sets them up by the oil wells because they get natural gas to run the generators that run these things. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. She doesn't move real well though. Did you watch her? And just because you had a stroke doesn't mean anything. You can. There's too many things. Like some of them clues lead to Tina Turner though. I like the one clue last week. I can't remember what it was, but when you look it up, it's tied to a song she sang. It can, yeah, you can have serious trouble from a stroke, but then there's some people that have strokes and then they work their way through it. But I'm trying to think of what the clue was last week that gave it, that told me, and I looked it up, and I'm like, yep, sounds like Tina Turner. One of her most famous songs, and that was the clue was actually part of the title of the song. Oh crap! Give me a minute. Hold on a minute here. Yes, I have to agree with you. All right, let me see here. Hold on a minute. I'll see if I can remember. Crap. I don't. See now, last year Tina Turner's having the time of her life, and that was last year it came out. Let me see. I don't remember the name of the song now. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to find it now, but I have it. I don't know what I've been looked up, but I did look it up with the clue, and it led me right to Tina Turner and then the voice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. If I click it, it takes me off the page. I don't know why it does that. Drives me crazy. Yeah, it's kind of amazing the stuff that she went through and then was able to overcome, and the things she dealt with like Ike and stuff like that. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Oh wow, that's interesting. That's cool. That would be cool to do. I will definitely check that out. Let me do it this way so I can get it up so I don't forget to go. If it's an article, I want to read it for sure. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me go over here. Hold on a minute. Let me get on here. And then I could do it this way. There we go. Oh, the house is housing. Okay, okay. Her and Ike lived there. The song's Proud Mary. What is that? The one that had the clue in it? I don't remember. Could be. Is that a different article now? So the price of Bitcoin is $11,453.20. And at its height, it was 11,561. But I have 0 Bitcoins. I'm in the wrong business, man. I am in the wrong business. I don't know. Let me write that down, and then I'll do research, and I'll let you know my opinion. I'll text you or something tomorrow. I think I got your phone number. I can text you, Justin. Mary J. Blige, popcorn. Yeah, it could be. Here, I'm going to tell you who I think the owls are. Emily Watson and her brother Toby Watson. That's my opinion. She did the live musical version of Beauty and the Beast, so she can sing really good. And I think her brother Toby Watson's the other owl, possibly. Yeah, Proud Mary. Okay, now the song Proud Mary, there was something that led to the song Proud Mary, though, like a one word something. I should be writing this stuff down. I used to write this stuff down when I watched the show, but I didn't write it down. You think Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman? I don't know. I don't think Will Ferrell's got a good voice when it comes to singing. Ugh. You know what? That might be good, though. That might be. Let me write that down, too. Now, here's the deal. The Owls, I could see Will Ferrell doing that now, because to have them together like that would kind of funny, you know. I don't know. Can Will Ferrell sing? I didn't know if he could sing or not. I never heard him sing. Closest I heard him singing was at the night at the Roxbury. When he's just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. You're reading the clues a different way than I'm reading them, and so I don't know. We're gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to pay close attention tomorrow. Take my little notepad, write things down, go from there. He's a songbird of our generation. I don't know. Oh, Step Brothers. That was a good movie. That was a good one. You touched my drum set. You've been touching my drum set. Yeah. So, anything else anybody wants to discuss or anything before I call it quits? Now it's going to make me want to look up Will Ferrell singing to see if he can really sing good or not. I don't know. But I really think Tina Turner is the popcorn. Oh, that's right. Huh. You pay really close attention to clues, don't you, Justin? You write all that stuff down too, do you? I should. I used to. I had it all figured. I mean, like when that YouTube star was on last year, the JoJo what's his name? What's her name? I can't remember. I picked her out. You know what upset me last year was the baseball player, or the football player. Is it the football player or the baseball player? Was that made it so far? Sometimes. That's okay, Justin, because I like the show a lot, and I will write stuff down myself like that. So, but I think I'm gonna hop off. I've been on for over an hour now, so I will. It was a great conversation, though, Justin. I enjoyed it. I really did. Gary, Justin, Eileen, everybody. It was great to have you guys on here. I think, and everybody else was on here. Tanisha, Rose, everyone else, and TJ. I'm going to call it quits, and I will talk to everybody later. Justin, I will text you tomorrow as it airs. No, I'll wait till it's over and tell you if as long as they don't get voted off, and tell you what I think. Yeah, good night, everybody. Peace out, people. It was great to be on here. Talk to you guys later. And thank you for coming in, everybody. Rose, thank you for being in here.